All that will be already is. Are we all truly living simultaneous levels of existence? How can we know this for sure? You may have already heard the expression, "it is already so in the mind of the universe," and that expression is actually way more accurate than it might appear at first. For most of us, we see our bodies in the mirror. We can see, hear, taste, and feel right here and right now. Nothing is more important, many state, than being present. After all, it's part of what New Agers refer to as being spiritual. So why bother trying to understand and maybe even experience something other than the present and all that it encompasses? For one thing, it guarantees success. For all that our efforts and struggles in this everyday existence, isn't it comforting to know that on another level or plane of existence, we have already achieved that goal or met that certain someone? That we are already prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and wise? For every level of the unconscious mind, there exists multi-dimensions. This would explain how a psychic accesses someone's past lives, or experiences the dearly departed, or even catches glimpses of potential future events. The psychic or mystic, if they are concerned with oneness with God as well, somehow accesses a particular level of his or another's unconscious mind, thereby accessing the particular relevant information. As long as the psychic does not mix into the fray parts of his or her, the subject's personal ego will, they will give a fairly objective and accurate interpretation of what they are seeing. This is rare, since everyone has unresolved issues, and unless they have given up their personal ego will to God, released all of their negative karma to God, identify with God, and have the information coming from the mind of God, there will be a bias of sorts, the information not necessarily being in the customer's best interest. If, however, the psychic has a regular and ongoing spiritual practice of contact and mystical meditation, along with scientific prayer, meditative treatments, he or she has a chance at rendering a somewhat accurate and empowering reading. This is especially true of the psychic or medium claims to be able to access the afterlife or astral plane, so to speak, with which in reality is actually accessing the astral body of the soul that has left its physical body. On the astral plane level of the customer's mind, the psychic is conversing with and relating back to the living information gleaned from the sort of departed soul, which is actually the astral body of the dearly departed, not yet having moved on. This is one example of simultaneously existing levels of the mind, the astral plane level. Another would be the level of the mind that contains all of the possible levels of future existence, either of the psychic themselves or of their client. During a psychic reading, what really happens is that the psychic becomes one with a particular level or levels of the client's unconscious mind to process, hopefully with God's help, and supply the desired information contained therein. This is why that it's crucial that the psychic tell their client all of the potential future events that they see, as these forecasts are similar to weather forecasts, in that a low may be headed one's way, indicating a potential trend, but then a high, which was just south, may unexpectedly blow through. So it is with readings and glimpses of the future, which are really glimpses of the various levels of one's or another person's unconscious mind. Because everyone has multi-levels of the mind, including the collective unconscious, which contains symbols, and the personal subconscious, or memory bank, care must be given to not confuse the contents of these levels with actual future, or even current or past events, lest one predicts angels or demons or past abuse rearing its head once again. This is why it's crucial for one giving readings to really have their life together as much as possible, without agendas, and hopefully coming from a higher realm of existence. This being said, It's not only psychics and mystics who have potential to access the multi-levels of unconscious existence, but the ordinary person as well. Via the route of self-hypnosis or meditation, one may have the potential over time to access these various levels. But one must ask oneself, to what end, for what purpose? Is it not enough to know that eventual success in any endeavor is potentially imminent, as it has already happened in the mind of God or the mind of the universe? Is it not comforting enough to let go and let God? For this is ultimately what must occur. Trust and faith enough in knowing that if one, through their ongoing and regular practice of meditation and prayer, achieves oneness with higher intelligence, ultimate wisdom, then one will be under the influence of the same over time, and any decisions made will be because of God's influence or guidance or intuition. Is it not comforting enough to allow for God, rather than the unconscious levels of one's mind, to guide one's life towards a prosperous and healthy future, knowing that it is already so in the mind of the universe?
We become aware now of this love vortex in which we exist and are a part of. We are peace. We are love. We are joy, wisdom, higher intelligence, and creativity. We are unifying and identifying with the great I am that we are as individualized expressions and extensions. Right here and right now, we are expressing, we are expanding, and we are becoming even greater than we were yesterday, never less. We affirm and we declare, we proclaim our greatness because we are alive. We are alive, therefore we are creation itself. We exist now, just as we did, and as we will, now and forevermore. It is already so in the mind of the universe. We release this in gratitude and appreciation for this word, this law is self-perpetuating unto itself, returning multiplied, never void, for it must. It is law. We are living the law of creation as we sit, stand, lay, right here, right now. We simply are. We allow this, releasing the word, letting it be so now and unto forevermore, and so it is, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen.